everybody, welcome back. This is my final match I'm casting today. The final match of WCS Season Finals, Group Number C. Group Number C. Whoa, I'm losing my mind. I've been at this all day. I am so sorry. And this is the one matchup I didn't know if I'd end up getting to cast at all through this weekend. It's a PvP. It's between Hero and SOS. The winner of this goes up, and the winner of this, unfortunately, is out. So, should be a really good match. Could be fast, could be long. PvP has a lot of variance to it. I'm really unsure as to who's going to end up taking this game. They're both very strong players on teams that play in Pro League that has a lot of PvP in it, so I'm sure a lot of their practice time has actually been spent practicing PvP, getting those builds down, and I can't wait to see how this goes. So, we get in there quite quickly here. Of course, Symbol already out of this group. 4GG already going up. Kind of crazy results, not exactly what I was expecting. I thought 4GG had the least chance of getting through here, but at the end of the day, his Hellbat-based TVP, and I'm not talking about Hellbat drops, I'm just talking about Hellbat base, like his actual armies, turned out to be too strong for Hero and SOS. Could have been cool to see him versus Symbol, but did not get to happen. Let's go ahead and look at what our other stage is doing, how they're going as far as results goes. And it looks like Innovation, of course, taking out Revival, Roro taking out Demaga, then Innovation taking out Roro 2-1. Ooh, that looks like a good series. So, of course, Innovation goes through. Everyone knew that would happen. And then we have Revival up 1-0 against Demaga. Winner gets to play Roro. Huh, looks like I'm going to win 50 bucks. All right. That group is still going on. If you guys want to check it out, it is on our other stream. I think you just add like a 2 to what this stream is, so, you know, the number 2. Yeah, put that in there, and you should be able to check out Wolf and Caldor. All right, so our first map is going to be Akalon Wastes. Akalon Wastes PvP. Okay, here's my one big thought about this map in PvP. There's a lot of builds to just kind of brush over in the widest of terms. Yes, there's still things like 4 gates and 3 gates and things like that. For the tech routes, DT and Blink DT, like Twilight Tech, DT Blink, and Blink builds, all of those, I think are very good here. Stargate builds, I think they're very good here. If you go Robo in this matchup, you generally expand into Robo. Or Robo is your second tech. Like if you open Stargate or Twilight, normally your second tech will be Robo. And if you expand and you want to play a safe game, you go Robo after the expand. Now, expand into Robo is normally done off Mothership Core. And on this map, I would say this is the worst map for it out of the map pool. The natural doesn't cover the ramp very well. And what I mean by that is, on some of these other maps, you look at a map like Neoplanet S or Belshire Vestige. You put down the Nexus Cannon, they can't really get to your ramp without getting hit a bunch of times. Whereas on this map, if you want to expand really quickly there, and your opponent's putting on aggression and realizes this, they can warp in a sentry. And the sentry can get up to the side of your ramp and force field it, so you can't have any units come down, and they can wait for your Nexus Cannon to go away. So I really don't like the fast expansion into Robo on this map. I think it's something that can be punished. We don't really see it as much here anyways, but I'm thinking more of DTs or Blink or Stargate play. Those would be, in my opinion, the strongest builds on this map. So, we'll have to see. The players are in the game. Looks like SOS is ready, just waiting on Hero's confirmation, and there it is. So we should be starting this in just a moment. Hope you guys are enjoying this solo cast by Artosis. That's me. Woo! We still have a few people in the audience. They are hardcore, you guys. You know who I'm talking to because there's only 2 of you left. Of course, you guys can come down if you're in Seoul. We actually have English going out through the audience, and for the rest of the weekend, we're going to have dual casts down here. Tomorrow morning, myself and Caldor. Tomorrow night, Wolf and Caldor. And then myself and Tasteless all day Sunday. So, should be a lot of fun if you want to come down and check it out. All right. Looks like everyone in the game is ready. Should be starting again just momentarily. You know, Hero had some pretty good results PvP-wise in WCS. Took out Alicia in his first round of the round of 8. Yeah, in the round of 8 of WCS America. 3-1, very strong result. Whereas with SOS, I don't think he played a PvP. Yeah, he didn't play a PvP in this season of Code S. As far as their actual stats in Pro League, I don't actually know exactly how their PvPs are recently, but they're definitely players that I check the PvPs out of, so very good indeed. So, again, everyone is ready, but not hitting go. I don't understand. OGN is just not pressing the go button, so I guess I'll just sit here and stare into that camera and continue to talk. Alright, it is a hard thing to solo cast. I hope you guys enjoy. If you don't know me, I'm Artosis. Add me on Twitter, twitter.com/Artosis, and Facebook as well. That's facebook.com/Artosis. Been using that a lot lately. Longtime Starcraft caster. I'm kind of casting in a very analytical way because it's really hard to hype things and show a lot of excitement and screaming during battles when you're casting alone for as many hours as I've been going. But this, you know, I'm a very analytical guy, and I kind of really like to do it like this as well. So I hope that you are enjoying. I'm not pulling any fast ones. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and look at the sub-stage match because something's going on with this match. So we're gonna throw you over there just for a second. Or not. I'm going to be casting this match for a minute. And it is Demaga against Revivalist. Look and see where they're at in the game. Looks like Demaga has denied that third base of Revival. They're both at 48 drones. Pretty similar overall. Demaga very lane heavy going into mutas. So I actually like this spot. From what I can see, I think I see the whole game so far. Oh my god, is Demaga going straight into Hive and he has a Spire? What am I seeing here? This is kind of crazy, man. Demaga bringing out some fun stuff. Oh my god, I think I know what he's doing. Which is weird because does he have any upgrades? I'm not sure. But I think what he'll do is he'll stall out Roach attacks with mutas. Okay, yeah, now he's getting 1-1. He's going to go straight into Ultralisks, I think. And he could go straight into Broodlords. Yeah, he could do something like that. Ultras or Broods? Ultras, for some reason, are what my brain is going to here. But Broodlords wouldn't be bad either, obviously. They're very good against Roaches. Thing is, if he goes Broodlords, I feel like he might get overrun. They're a little bit too slow to run around and stop Roach attacks. So that could make it a little bit rough. Now, I like how Demaga is actually forcing so many spores, and yeah, look at that. We actually have Infestor Tech on the way. Ooh, his mutas are way out of position against this Roach attack, though. He cannot lose that third base. It's so important. You don't want to go 2-base Hive. That's 2-base Hive, you really can't afford anything. 3-base Hive, and this is low econ 3-base Hive as far as I'm concerned right now with so few drones. That alone can be pretty hard to get exactly what you want. Nice little Roach attack. Dealing a lot of damage. Looks like he'll stop that one. And what is that? That is an Ultras cabin. Okay, so he's going Ultras. Alright, looks like that's all we're going to show you for now. The players seem to be ready. Okay, it is time for our PvP. Really excited about this one. There's Hero. He actually looks a little bit stressed. This is a guy that gets himself really worked up. Sometimes his worst enemy is himself. Yeah, he does. He looks like he's a little bit anxious here. He's a little bit shaky, a lot of adrenaline in his system. That's one of the hardest things to overcome. But he's been playing more and more on TV. It's really gotten better. Look at SOS on the other hand. You know, he's been on a Kespa team for a very long time. He's played a lot of matches on stage. He looks extremely calm and focused. So I'm actually going to give him a little bit of an edge going into this match, just by the way that they look on camera, which can be very telling. All right. Looks like we're going to get this going, guys. Everyone seems to be ready.
As the battle begins to go down in the bright.
Get those headsets on, Hero. Come on. All right, thank you. Here we go. The countdown has finished. Aklon Waste, our first map. All right, let's introduce these players down here in the bottom right. The Team Liquid player, he is...
Liquid Hero from America.
Champion of WCS America. Although he is Korean and lives in Korea. And up here in the top left, a great Protoss player. I love him, you love him, he is...
Wongjin Stars SOS from Korea.
Indeed he is. Okay. So this is going to be really easy for Hero to scout, because it's right on top of this ramp. What are we actually going to see a cannon here? He might go forge right next to this, then cannon on the low ground to protect it all, and then do a really quick cannon push in. No, it's going to be gates. Oh, you know what? I understand. Okay, this is really cool. We should be seeing a second gate coming up from this. And what this does is, normally what happens during a Zealot fight is the defending player sends Zealot across the map at some point. This is going to stop that from happening. He's actually walled in the ramp so that Hero cannot counterattack. Hero has to kill the Zealots and then kill the gateways to get out. This is really cool. And in fact, Hero in PvP doesn't scout as much as many players. He has such good micro that he doesn't worry about strategies like this as much, so they can catch him off guard very well. And he's gone double gas. Let's see if he starts a Zealot when this finishes, because if he doesn't, oh god, and if he uses all his chrono up on probes, oh, it's so bad. Okay, we'll see in a second here. Well, Hero could be in trouble, guys. He's going to have to get up to Stalkers and a Mothership Core as quickly as possible. He definitely needs a lot of gas. He's only mining with a few probes right now. He has 60 gas. This is, oh my god, this is just a world of hard decisions for Hero right now. Hard decisions and harder micro. So many Zealots on the way. Try not to overcommit this Zealot. And 2 more on the way as well. Of course, anytime you have the Zealot advantage, you love to engage the opponent's Zealots. And he's actually going right at that pylon. That's why Hero built a second pylon right next to it, because pylons are one of the easiest things to kill in this, in Zealot rushes and PvP. And in fact, those probes come in, that's easy for him to get kills on. Going after that pylon once again. Oh, beautiful surface area. And now the Mothership Core is out, but he's going to depower the gates. He's killing a lot of probes now. Great moves here. Really nice micro going on at the moment. I can't believe he's actually kept his Zealot alive like this. But the thing is, he's going to town on these Zealots, dealing a lot of damage. In fact, he's surrounding those two. Really good job by Hero so far. But SOS has a lot of supply. If he can kill a bit more, he might be okay with this rush. Wow, Hero really kind of putting on a clinic of how to do this right. But now he's starting to kill the probes. And now suddenly SOS takes that probe lead, and he is teching up at home. He's taking his own gas. And in fact, has he gotten a Cybernex Core? No, he's making it now. So what he wants to do at this point is just continue killing probes, as many as he possibly can. He's up by 6 probes right now, which means he can continue to cruise Zealots. These probes haven't been mining much, and they're continuing to not mine much. So this is a really, really tough spot for Hero. He's lost so much. I mean, it was great control. He didn't die, which is more than I can say for most Protosses what would happen in this situation. But the amount of mining time loss and probes loss, SOS is looking poised to take this because he is teching up behind. So it's not like the Mothership Core can go kill him. He's going to be able to get a few Stalkers out and he's going to be fine. There you go. He's going right after that mothership core. In the meantime, SOS is trying to kill as many... he's going to lose that. That is so painful. Oh, wow, look at that. He actually got it just in range for the Nexus Cannon. But, you know what? The thing is, this Stalker should just go home. Well, it's going to take a lot of damage, but it should just go home, and he can just tech up and play normal from here. Because it's 8 probes against 15. There's like... He has twice the economy of Hero right now in the same tech. And in fact, let's take a look at the upgrades that these guys actually have. Hero hasn't started Warp Gate yet. Warp Gate is a third of the way done for SOS. So, SOS is, at this point, leading in every single way, except for the Zealot count. Of course, that is the least important thing at this point, now that they both have full tech out. From here, it's just kind of up to SOS what he wants to do to kill Hero. You know, he can go 3 gates and just put on heavy pressure. I think that that's probably a good idea. In fact, he might just go 2 gates and do that, just because his economy is really low. Like, if he had, you know, his probes on gas plus 60 on minerals, and 3 gates would be supported very easily. But 2 gates is going to be fine, because he's going to have so many Stalkers. His Warp Gate research is so much quicker, so he's going to have an extra boost of units. Of course, the gateway giving him that high ground vision, so he's able to actually get up here in micro. And he's still up by 6 probes right now. Now, the question is, if Hero lives through this, what tech route do these guys take? And I would say that the only tech route that makes sense right here, in my opinion, is Twilight. They're both going to have so many Stalkers at the end of this that you're really just going to want to blink. That's as simple as that. But I think SOS is just going to be able to end this. There's no more Mothership Core, no more Nexus Cannon, and he's just going to target out Stalkers. What does Hero do here? Well, this is where he's going to GG in a second. Because he's dead. 4 Stalkers against nothing. GG. And SOS takes that first quick victory. You know, if you choose not to scout after your gateway in PvP, then you sometimes just lose to 2 gateways that are in your main base. You know, that's just the way about it. Sometimes you can out-micro your opponent and win. Like, Hero may have beaten a lot of Protoss 2-gators like that. But in this case, SOS was 2 on top of it. He prevented mining time. He put enough pressure on pylons that the probes had to come fight, in which case he got to get probe kills. And as he got the probe kills and equalized the economy, he was able to tech. You can't tech when you're behind in probes, but when you're getting closer to even, or even ahead, then he can tech up. And that allows him to just pull into this great position where actually he's not under any pressure. He's always fully mining. He has more probes. Everything's in his favor. Alright, the next map is Neoplanet S. This map, I feel like it's definitely very good for fast expansions into Robos. It's pretty good for DT type builds, and Blink builds is okay. It's really good for Stargate builds as well. So I'm actually expecting fast expand or maybe a Stargate play from these guys. I think that's maybe the best choice here. Hero looks a little bit stressed out right now. Hope he can calm down and play his absolute best coming up. Would be sad to have the WCS American Champion dying out in the group stage. Love to see him up in that top 8. But at the same time, SOS, such a clever and creative Protoss. Would be sad to see him go as well. So I think SOS went to the bathroom. I think this group, at the end of the day, trying to make it as hard as possible in all of our cases. So, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and recall who's actually advanced today. We've had Solky and Alive, so that's a Zerg and a Terran. Then we had MVP and Alicia, that's a Terran and a Protoss. Then we had 4GG and Innovation, that's another 2 Terrans. So that's 4 Terrans so far, and 1 Protoss, 1 Zerg. And that's going to give us, let's see, right now they're casting a Zerg versus Zerg, so they're going to have another Zerg, and we're going to have another Protoss. So 2 Zergs, 2 Protoss, and 4 Terrans, it looks like, in the top 8. Pretty bad. I mean, pretty good. Sorry. Not bad is what I was meaning to say. My brain is starting to go. But that, yeah, that's a pretty good balance overall. I'm not sure exactly how they're seeding the brackets, but obviously a lot of different matchup combinations available there. All right, SOS is back, and we are getting ready to go now. Again, Neoplanet S is our map. Fast expansion is going to be pretty nice here. Blink isn't too bad, but I feel like Stargate and Fast Expansion might have like little tiny edges on it here. Main base is kind of small overall. And the natural covers the ramp really, really well, which makes Fast Expansion's Mothership Core quite nice. You can really hold that area quite easily with the Photon Overcharge. Alright, countdown has begun. So it's time to get going. Will SOS try something cheesy again? Kind of doubting it. I think he'll play a much more standard game this time. If I'm here, I'm scouting my base real quick.
That burst my crooked path to the crowd.